Good day, everyone. I am Betty Meiji Amok from BS Math 1-1. So today I'll be presenting and discussing to you the population parameter. First, let's define what is population. So a population is the group that is targeted to collect the data from. It is the entire set of items from which you draw data for a statistical study. Population always defined first before starting the data collection process for any statistical study. So, a population is a target group of people, places, or anything that you want to conduct for a research or study. And before you can conduct a research or study, first you need to know your population. Let's define what is parameter. So a parameter is a value that describes the characteristics of an entire population. Parameter is just describing something or information of the characteristics of the whole population. This means that parameter tells us something about the population, the whole population. What is the population all about? Next, there are different symbols that use to denote the parameters. Here are the symbols and parameters of the measures of mean, the variance, standard deviation, and proportion. In order for you to understand more on how we can identify the parameter, the population parameter, here's an example. The problem is a teacher wants to know the average daily allowance of senior high school students. So she randomly selected 75 students and found out that the average daily allowance of those students is 50 pesos. First, we identify the population. Since the given is conducting the study to senior high school students, therefore our population is all senior high school students. Next, we identify the parameter. How we can identify the parameter? And a parameter is describes a characteristics of a population, right? From the given problem, what describes our population? What tells us about our population? Average daily allowance describes the population. It pertains the population. Our parameter is the average daily allowance of all senior high school students. The word average is our key word in getting or identifying our parameter. Here's another example. Problem is you want to know the mean height of dogs in Barangay Saksak. From a simple random sample of 50 dogs, it was found that the mean height is 20 inches. Let's identify the population of the given problem. Since the given is conducting the study to dogs of Barangay Saksak, our population is all dogs in Barangay Saksak. Then, let's identify the parameter of the given problem. Our population is all dogs in Barangay Saksak, right? What describes our population? What pertains our population? The mean height describes our population, right? It pertains our population. Our parameter is the mean height of all dogs in Barangay Saksak. In order for us to identify the parameter, let's identify first its population. Then look for like a keyword that can describe or pertains the characteristics of the population. Then you can get or identify its parameter. Conclusions. Parameters have important roles in quantitative research because they allow researchers to understand how their data behaves in different circumstances and how they can apply their research in real-world situations. It can create a valid and accurate conclusions and can achieve a realistic, achievable, and true relatively hypothesis. Like for example, when you conduct a study involving real-life situation or phenomena, population parameter helps us to achieve a attainable, reasonable, and realistic hypothesis, which can create a reliable and accurate conclusions. It can also make a reliable estimates of the population with less time, effort, and money. Once again, this is Betty May G. Amok from BS Math 1-1. Thank you for listening and hope that you learn from my discussion. Thank you.